like we always do it this time. Cookie cold, blowing your mind. Hey, dummy, this no act.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody's hands go up. And they stay there, and they stay there, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Ludacris going in on the verse, cause I never been defeated and I won't stop now. Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't making it, my folks locked down. I never went nowhere, but they saying Luda's back. Blame it on that, the hood call it Ludic, and I'm on this foolish track.
On the road looking for a win against a Western Conference rival, the San Antonio Spurs are ready for this thing to get started. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Today's game continues this Golden State Warriors homestand. An exciting game for this team and their fans, too. A lot of us saw this coming as a win here locks up the best record in the West.
And coming off their championship last season, that success, I believe, carried right over into this one. They played at a high level all year long and stand poised to make another run at the title.
Certainly looks that way, Greg. I mean, some teams go through a little bit of a malaise or a hangover after a championship. Not these guys. They've had a terrific year.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the floor for San Antonio, the always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Duncan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
And that one's good. Parker. Tony Parker. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Curry against Parker. Bogut sets a screen for Curry. They kick it out to Green. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Green passes to Aldridge. And he bangs it home with one hand.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
It's Curry outside. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Boy, did he go hard to the boards, but clearly went over the back in doing it.
Yeah, kudos for the effort. I always love that kind of effort, but he was just a little overzealous.
Parker outside. Down low. And Duncan gets it to go on the assist by Parker.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Curry with a wide open look from beyond the arc and then some. Curry's got 5.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
The shot by Thompson and no one's around. No good on the 3. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Jazz in Salt Lake City.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from three-point range in that game? They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
Now Leonard, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry, stolen by Thompson. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Dishes it to Barnes. And Thompson kicks to Green. Golden State moving the ball around. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And the Warriors with some changes. Spates checked in for Bogut. Rush comes in for Barnes, and it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. The Spurs also changing it up. West is checked in for Duncan. Martin comes in for Green, and it's Mills in for Parker. West outside. Now the dish to Mills. Martin wide open. He fires, and the go-ahead bucket, no good. Thompson passes to Green, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time to a groove in this game.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points.
Mills with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Shoots from the baseline, and good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And guys, when you watch the Spurs play, it's like watching poetry in motion. I mean, every cut, every screen comes at a precise time, and they play beyond the sum of their talents because of that style.
Thompson with the bucket.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Mills dishes to Anderson. He feeds it to West. Knocked away, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Spurs do have a beautiful play style, and their offensive numbers show it, Greg. You're right there. One of the most fluid teams I can recall, Clark, in the NBA with their ball movement.
It's a joy to watch. I mean, they ended up top 5 in shooting percentage last year, as well as top 5 in assists.
It's stolen by Bogut. It's 2-on-1. They get a hand on it. Mills with the steal. Martin against Thompson. Martin kicks to Mills. Another one falls for San Antonio.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside, and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Outside Curry. Out to Thompson. Shot clock at 5. The feed to Bogut. He dishes it to Barnes. And the free ball is good. Barnes has got his first 3 points of the game.
And the lead goes right back. What a seesaw affair we've got going on.
This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can quite grab hold of it. Like a slippery bar of soap there. Somebody's got to take charge here.
Martin the pass to Diaw. Mills dishes to Diaw. It's stolen by Bogut. Pushing it up. From deep. And we had the chance to catch up with Greg Popovich, and he talked about Pop breaking it down and telling it like it is as usual, Clark. You got to love having a guy like that as your coach.
Without question. I mean, you have no idea how huge that is for a player to get that kind of support and backing from his coach. Is Tony Parker a great all-star and champion? In my book, absolutely, without question. But would he have reached that level without Greg Popovich as his coach? I think even Tony would tell you, probably not.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
I just think that from an intensity standpoint, their defense has really been the key. It's been the catalyst as they've been able to disrupt their opponent's offense.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been much more intense defensively. And their defense not only has been intense, but it's been swarming and saran wrap-like.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Manu and Kawhi filling out the perimeter. Duncan out there with Anderson. And it's Parker in at the 1 spot. Clark, remember a year ago, Klay Thompson was the subject of trade speculation, possibly, in fact, going to the Timberwolves for Kevin Love.
Yeah, in the end, the Warriors stood pat, and it was a controversial decision at that point, but I don't think there's any question it was a pretty good move for the Warriors right now.
Here's Curry following the score by Tony Parker. Curry with it. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
And equally as impressive, the playmaking. Just sensational. The way he was seeing the court and making the game easy for his teammates. Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Aldridge comes in for Tim Duncan. And it's Green in for Anderson.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
The Warriors leading. Outside Curry. To the inside. Green kicks to Curry. Bogut with a screen on Parker. To the middle. Outside for Curry. Shot clock at 6. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Curry's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Spurs trail by 3. Ginobili dishes to Leonard. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Aldridge left side. Leonard against Barnes. Kicks it out to Ginobili. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And one thing that everybody loves about Coach Pop is his frankness. You get a taste of it in interviews, but he's as honest and straightforward with you as he is with anybody else.
Now here's Curry. 8 points for him. He dishes it to Green. Barnes can't get it to go. The Spurs have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Parker passes to Leonard. And it's sent back by Bogut. Parker against Curry. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Low block shot on the way. Nice touch on the bank shot. Curry's got 10 points in the game. Well, you've got Greg Popovich, and I think he puts this at times grumpy demeanor in more of a spotlight. He's playing along, as we all know, with the sideline reporters. He knows, Greg, you know this firsthand, when to turn it on, when to turn it off. He can be as compassionate a person, Clark, that you and I have ever been around.
Yeah, he's competitive, but he understands that we're all human, and he treats people the right way all the time.
Here's Curry, following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Bogut kicks to Curry. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Curry's got 7 now in this quarter.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead. And, you know, looking at Andrew Bogut, he's been one of the game's best centers. I mean, obviously injuries have saddled him a little bit over the years, but he's made it through 67 games each of the past 2 seasons.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Well, going back to Bogut, when he's healthy, he's a very difficult matchup for any opponent. Greg, one of the great rebounders and defenders certainly in this game now. He also, though, gives you points from the blocks and with timely putbacks.
You know, he's become an unsung hero in a sense. Not the flashy guy who entered the league, but more of a very talented lunch pail kind of guy who simply wants to do his part.
And finished off by Leonard.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Outside Curry. There's a minute 34 left in the first half. That's no good. He's 5 of 10 from the field. San Antonio trailing here. Leonard with the ball. Guarded now by Andrew Bogut. Leonard kicks to Martin. Outside Leonard. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
And he misses the go-ahead basket.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Curry. Since the All-Star break, he has been superb. First in scoring, third in steals, and ranking among the top 5 league-wide in three-point percentage. You have to consider him among the elite shooters in the NBA.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close. You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Now, here's Mills. He's got 5. On the wing, Green. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Warriors leading by 3. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It's Curry outside. Curry with another miss. For San Antonio, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Outside, Martin. And a pretty tough.
Thank you, Kevin. Coach, you have...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He ended up with 15 points, 2 steals, and 2 assists. That does it for halftime as the game is just about set to get...
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
He was just like a jitterbug out there. I mean, disrupting passes, getting his hands on a lot of balls, forcing turnovers and steals. Just a solid job all the way around.
Like to watch him play like that. Makes the game so much more interesting.
Yeah, it looked a little bit like Greg Anthony in the day. A jitterbug or maybe a gnat with the kind of nuisance he's been as far as defending. Excellent work at that end of the floor.
And Kevin Clark's the only guy I know that can call you a gnat and mean it as a compliment.
Make you feel good about it.
I appreciate that.
The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. And it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Steph Curry does so many things well, Clark, on the floor, but one area he had struggled with was turning the ball over.
Yeah, and after a slow start, Kevin, to the year in the turnover department, Curry was able to slowly right the ship.
Really left alone that time. Curry's got 18 points. Spurs trail by 9. And here's Leonard. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. Parker outside. Back to Leonard. That's tipped. Stolen by Thompson. Now the Warriors moving it up. Barnes got the ball. It's Curry with the drive. Shoots the 3. Offensive rebound. Kicks to Bogut. Thompson dishes to Curry. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Knocked away. But he stays with it. Goes up again. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Leonard against Thompson. Outside Leonard. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the stand-up.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
Now here's Curry. 18 points for him.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. West is checked in for Duncan. Diaw comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Anderson, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ginobili in for Daniel Green. Now here's Parker. He's got 8. The 17-footer. The shot misses. So Golden State will take it the other way, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And you guys know how much I love aggressive defense, but in that game, they were just a bit over the top, and it wound up getting them in foul trouble.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was not just aggressive, it was reckless. I mean, they approached it more like bumper cars in a game of basketball.
Curry against Ginobili. And Diaw kicks it to West. It's stolen by Bogut. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. And here they go. And Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Curry. That's 10 points for Klay Thompson.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Curry with it. He's picked up by Parker. From outside the arc. Can't hit.
And guys, one thing that we were treated with last year was Steve Kerr's great quotability in post-game interviews and pressers. He said all the right things and deflected praise like a coach who had done it for many years.
Curry against Parker. Curry attacking to the wing right side. Barnes passes to Curry. Six on the shot clock. It's stolen by West. In transition, here comes San Antonio. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Ginobili. Ginobili's got 6.
Now that's a momentum shifter there. A steal leading straight to a quick bucket.
Yeah, and a great way, Clark, to capitalize on the turnover. Don't waste any time. Get the ball right up the court.
It's Curry with the drive. Good! And Kerr is so good with the media because, Greg, he was a media member himself for so long. You know that as well as anybody. Clark, I don't think he ever tried his hand at broadcasting, though. I can't see him doing that. Could you?
Yeah,
Right.
He probably just thrown on as a broadcaster and would rarely contribute anything of note. Some guys have what it takes to call games, and Steve just doesn't quite scratch me as that kind of guy.
Now here's Curry following the miss by David West. Passes it to Bogut. Golden State needs to get off a shot from 17 feet out. Misses off the left iron. Spurs trail by 10. Anderson dishes to Diaw. And Steph Curry with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Hey.
The Spurs shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
Here is Livingston. And released it in.
Okay, fans, put your hands together, 'cause we...
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The 4th quarter of play should begin momentarily. Warriors leading by 9. Moment here now for an injury report. For an update on Stephen Curry's injury, let's go to Doris Burke.
Kevin, the Warriors head athletic trainer gave me an update. He told me that it doesn't look too serious. Hopefully, we'll still see him with his team this postseason. The team and us will be hoping for the best, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris, for the update. We appreciate it. We really hope for the best, as always.
And he's a tough guy. My guess is he'll be back before we know it and better than ever.
Greg, I sure hope you're right. I mean, there are just so many uncertainties when it comes to dealing with injuries, though. Let's hope for the best.
On the floor for San Antonio, starting the fourth quarter, Mills and Manu at the guard. West out there with Anderson. And, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
Thompson with the bucket.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Spurs trail by 16. Ginobili draws the double to the inside. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Curry's checked in for the Warriors.
Cannot be happy with how things have gone during this run. I think it's a good decision to take a break.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he had to do something. They're getting buffaloed and beat up. He couldn't let that continue. He had to call the timeout there.
Here's Leonard. To end the run. Aldridge kicks to Leonard. They get it again. Aldridge, the pass to Parker. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Warriors leading by 16. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 6. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
How about Steph Curry in this one? 22 points and also 3 steals. Good contributions for him offensively with the assist and also making some nice steals.
You know what, Clark? You're right on the money with that. He's been just as creative as he has been disruptive.
Now here's Green. Leonard with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes. Baseline jumper. And too long on the shot.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Trying to find Green. He's got it now. And he gets it to go. And the Warriors lead by 20.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get. But, again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here.
Now Green after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. Here's Aldridge. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Purely from a size standpoint, that is a mismatch that's going to be hard to overcome defensively.
Parker against Curry. Pass to Bogut. Duncan with the block, but he stays with it. The drive by Green. And that one misses.
You know, the Warriors took some flack when they passed on the chance to trade for Kevin Love, but I really think that the rise of Draymond Green as their stretch 4-man made the decision even better and also kept their cap situation far more flexible.
Here's Duncan, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
Leonard dishes to Green. And that one's good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here's Curry. Bogut kicks to Barnes. Here's Parker. Green, the pass to Leonard. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Thompson. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Now the pass to Barnes. Green dishes to Bogut. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is secure.
I'm almost ready to go there with you, partner. Not quite. I'm hanging around at that 98% mark. So it's just about done, but I need a little more evidence to close the book on it.
Here's Curry following the three-pointer by San Antonio.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin. We've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much, or they can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate us top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Decide to talk it over. They're behind by 16. 1:41 left in the game. 1:41 left here in the fourth quarter. Leonard attacking. It's stolen by Green. Out to the right wing. Nobody near Barnes. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
The defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
And here is Curry. Kawhi Leonard getting his three to go.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Now Curry. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Really left alone that time.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Warriors.
I agree, Steve. And this is a game where the defense, Clark Steele specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created extra possessions for him, too, Kevin. Scoring opportunities they cashed in on. And that effort is a big part of what will be a nice victory tonight.
And this has been a beautiful thing to watch this team all season long with a remarkable journey, including tonight. They'll have now won 70 on the year.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Stephen Curry. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
They get it back. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
Balanced scoring, Clark, for them. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
It sounds better when you say it than watch it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar.
You might want to cut down on that sugar intake, though, Clark. But anyway, everybody's been involved in this offense here early on, and it has a way of helping you defensively.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome.
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Stephen Curry. He really set the tone for them in the first half, and it seemed to just help carry them forward from that point on.
I thought this performance he needed.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith,
Yeah. Hey.